My mom was a nomad. I moved anywhere between 6 months to a year. I came here to Toledo, met my husband. I was with him for 13 years, a horrible breakup. Had a background of being abused. When we broke up, he left me with 3 kids, and I had to raise them. My name is Nereida Rodriguez Matias, but everyone calls me Nina because not everybody can say my name.
I was up at the top of the steps and I was screaming. I was so happy to move into a new home. My name is Mary Jones.
Started testing for the fire department. That was always my dream. I was fortunate enough to land a job here in Toledo as a Toledo firefighter. My name is Jamar Winston.
Being that I was always so dependent on my now ex-husband, I didn't know how to do finances and I didn't know how to shop for food. Through LMHA, I learned finances. I learned budgeting. I learned goal setting. It was brought to my attention if I wanted to maybe own a HUD home. What sold me wasn't the house. It was my neighbors. On my block, it's a bunch of elders, older people that can teach me way more than anything else could.
I try to help anybody. The young folks, some of them didn't have a home, and some of them raised themselves. They don't know what it is to have something nice. But that's just it. We gotta do something with these kids. We gotta teach them how to dream big. So I try to help them. But now I got some bag up down the street. His name is Corey. He's young and he's trying to get things going. I admire people that want to make a difference.
I have an 8-year-old son. His name is Malachi Winston. I love to have my son around. Everything that I'm doing is positive, just so he can get those experiences. I used to work for the county. I had a supervisor. He brought me to his office one day. He said, Jamar, you ever thought about buying a house? So he said, well, I know someone that, works for LMHA and may have some information for first-time home buyers. I got informed and was educated on a lot of things, and I really had to grow.
Year 16 is significant because it's a point in history where affordable housing emerges from this 15 years of affordable rental housing to finally become eligible for home ownership.
Lucas Metropolitan Housing Authority is a quasi-governmental agency. We provide affordable housing opportunities for over 17,000 individuals across the greater Toledo metropolitan area.
A few years ago, LMHA, through Lucas Housing Services, purchased a portfolio of low-income housing tax credit houses. Low-income housing tax credits have a 15-year affordability period, after which is year 16, individuals and families are able to purchase those homes. Some units became vacant. Lucas Housing Services was able to purchase that portfolio. We took those properties, we renovated those that were vacant and also those that were occupied, and we were able to sell those homes to we've had firefighters to purchase those units, social workers, just a variety of different individuals.
OFA became involved with LISC, the City of Toledo, and various financial institutions to work together to find strategies to not only try to preserve affordable housing, but also to find ways to transition renters into successful homeowners.
OFA's Development Division administers a number of different programs. Since 1987, OFA has used these programs to facilitate the development of over 110,000 affordable housing units for low-income families across the state.
The year 16 home buyer incentive for home improvement provided by KeyBank and ProMedica is an opportunity to give a further incentive for those tenants to think seriously about becoming the homeowner. So not only do they buy the home at a great price, they can make improvements that are meaningful personally to them.
So when we ask LISC and the Land Bank and NeighborWorks, what's the one thing we could do here in town to really help housing? you all pointed out year 16 and said, you know, a grant program would really help these homeowners. And when we get all done with this, we hope we have 200 new homeowners who are taking over these largely new homes.
Homeownership is important because it stabilizes neighborhoods.
Without good quality housing, individuals and families cannot thrive. It affects healthcare, it affects education. We work very hard to ensure that each individual and their families have a place to call home, and they're made to feel at home.
Homeownership is so important as we think about stabilizing and revitalizing our communities. And when that happens, we see markets develop, we see new businesses, we see an improvement in school districts, and having people that can call something their own is the first step to bringing our neighborhoods back.
So ProMedica is a nonprofit mission-based health system, and so we're taking a holistic view, not only the clinical medical conditions of an individual, but also things like the quality of housing that someone lives in directly impacts health. And so at ProMedica, the opportunity to make investments, to drive strategy and programs in partnership with other individuals and communities is a great opportunity to improve overall health conditions by solving for some housing-related issues.
Working collaboratively with LISC and other partners, we can actually see the finished product. We're seeing people getting into homes.
They came up with a program. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. I love my home. I cherish it. I appreciate it. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be no homeowner today. They work with me, and I thank them for that. I deeply thank them for that.
Had it not been for the support that I got, I don't know where I would have been. Coming out of my marriage, I was told that I'll never be anybody, that I'll never own a home. I proved them wrong. I own my own home.
There are agencies and a whole community that's pushing for people to be homeowners, and they're doing everything they can to help you become a homeowner, so why not take advantage of it? The major importance of home ownership is the sense of pride. It's having to say, this is mine. It's my home.